hair blown, face beat, bald kitty. Where is he? Like, where is he? You're not standing me up right now. So.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Welcome. What episode is this?
5.
Damn,
Right?
We
No.
are in it.
I went to name the file that like we're recording on season 3, episode 4, and it
We're
was like,
in it now.
and it literally was like, you already have a file, name that, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I was like, this is episode 5 of the new season.
I'm already running out of stories. Like, I can't do this.
But the fact that we've spent like almost like 5 episodes just like talking about men. It's what we do best.
I know. I realize that,
I
like,
do love it.
this season of the show is just like really giving away all my personal information, like
Right.
more than ever. Like,
I mean, you guys tell us. I would like to hear input
you
from
know what?
the crowd.
Yes. Do we want topics back, or do
Yeah,
we like just
because-
hearing about the man of the
Right.
week?
So here's the thing. Me and Lily, we used to do topics, obviously, on Gin and Toxic in season 1, season 2, where we would pick like a topic with like dating, relationship, friendships, anything, whatever. And we would like, talk about it, whatever. Mm-hmm. However, we just got like so burnt out from doing that.
Yeah, because some of them were kind of repetitive. It was like anxiety in relationships, long distance relationship, like.
Also, like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I come on this podcast now and I just want a girl because I
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, right.
I do
right.
dating relationship coaching all the time.
Maybe,
all
like-
day. So
Maybe it's like when we have a guest. I was thinking like, okay, we're
Yeah,
a
we
few
have a
episodes
guest
in
on.
now. I would love to like sit down. I just would love to have like Ryan on, for example, my best friend,
Yeah.
roommate Ryan, and like maybe talk about like her history with dating, and then from that we get a topic, like
Yeah.
a topic that we all relate to.
yeah, right. If we have a friend that's going through a breakup, then we touch on breakup.
but
like,
it
things
has
like
a
that.
story to kind of.
Yeah.
It's not just like talking about what it's like to have anxiety in a relationship.
Yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
Yeah.
So if it makes sense, and then sometimes too, like we could come on the show and be like, you know what I want to talk about today? Like, do you remember that one time in season? I think it was in season 2. I came in and I was like, you know what I want to talk about today? I was like the effects of social media with relationships and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, and kind of just having casual, like, things like that. Long
Thank you
story
for
short,
joining our brainstorming meeting
Yeah,
right
thank
now.
you. Well, no, because
Hello.
we need to hear from you guys if
Yeah.
you like the topics or if you like what we've been doing. What we've been doing has just been fucking giggling about whatever the fuck we feel like.
my personal stories.
Yeah. But no, literally just random shit too. Like last week we were talking
Prince
about
Harry
like the
DM'd me today, tuned in.
Really?
He was like, no offense taken. It was great. He was like, it was a great weekend, wasn't it? I was like,
Oh my
glad
god.
that's what you got out of that.
I'm so curious to see what Mr. Timms thinks.
Yeah.
And also last week I gave like a really big update on the Mayor Greenpoint, which I have even more Mayor Greenpoint updates today, but
Never ends with
it
that
never
one.
ends,
Yeah.
So I know
I
I'm
cut you
very
off.
curious.
You were saying something before, and now I can't remember what it
No,
was.
well, I was just saying that I want to hear from you guys about if you like us just like talking
Yeah.
about random, random stuff and whatever. Like,
What's the vibe, guys? Vibe check. Let
vibe
us
check.
know. Let us
How
know.
do you like it? One thing that I will point out, not about the topics, but our studio that has recently pissed me off, which Lily knows,
Yeah,
is
I've
our
been
wall-
noticing it too now.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you're not gonna unnotice
No,
it.
yeah, it's not great. It's
So
old
you guys,
janky.
yeah. So we have our lovely little studio, and when we first moved in here, we really wanted to do a chalkboard wall, like so that we could write exactly as we've been doing, write about the men that we've been dating. So we got this wallpaper hung up. Only thing is that it's not really laying flat and sticking well to the walls
She's not
of the
perfect.
studio. Yeah, you could see like the flaws like right here, like it wasn't perfect. You could see the line coming through, like, and also because it's a wallpaper and it's kind of glossy, it's not totally matte, the light reflects off of it in a weird way.
Yeah,
This is
so
my
that might be
perfectionism
getting
mind.
fixed. Soon.
Yeah. Well, it will be because we asked if we could just remove it and just paint instead, because you guys know New York City rent, like we rent this studio.
Yeah.
You don't know if you could paint or you got to paint it back or whatever.
Right.
And we got the clearance to just paint. So it's a beauty chickie job now.
It's a beauty chickie job.
It is.
Surely
Beauty chickie
not
going,
baby red.
Yeah, surely not baby red. Beauty chickie will be
Yeah,
painting.
no, it's not going to be my journey.
Anywho, aside from that, we did just say right before we were recording, I was like, oh, save that for the podcast. What the fuck were we saying?
Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh, was it about Dunkin'? I think it was about Dunkin'.
How did that come up though? Because I was like,
Because I was like, it feels wrong not having a little bev with me here.
Right.
But I have water with me. That's like literally a cross. I got to get that in a sec. And I was telling Lily how my water intake has been absolutely
Shockingly
horrific
bad. Same.
recently. And so I've been like, okay, enough with the little bevs. I need to really drink a lot of water. And then you said, oh, like I had like some caffeine earlier or something. I forget what you said. And I was like, no, dude, like on top of not drinking water, I've been on a Dunkin' Donuts kick specifically.
Which, yikes.
Not great.
That's not something to be proud of.
For like 3-4 days in a row now, I have gotten the cookie butter cold brew.
Now, let's talk about that for a second because Dunkin' Donuts is out. Sorry, it's out. Like it's been out. But, okay, they have this...
Cookie butter cold
brew. It's like a black cold brew. There's no cream, no milk, nothing. But this like cookie butter like foam and like and like what's it called? Like crumble too.
Yeah.
On top, you guys, it's so good.
So good.
Like the Starbucks holiday drinks could never, I fear, which is
no.
crazy. Starbucks is also canceled.
Yeah,
so.
Starbucks has been canceled. You know, but Lily introduced me to it.
I did.
And unfortunately, I have drank it for 3-4 days.
I got
in a
it
row
randomly
now.
at the airport one time, like a month or two ago, and I was like, why is
slaps.
no one talking about this? She delivered one to my door the other morning.
I did.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm like, Diva.
I
Like,
forgot what I even told you. I think I said like I'm gonna do like a Dunkin' run or something. Do you want anything?
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You're like,
Give
you
me
want to
that
come?
cold
I was like,
brew.
I just woke up. No. Like,
I know. I was like, all right, fine. Living near Lily has been really fun because I could do stupid shit like that. Because I also did. I literally was there. I had 20 minutes until I had my next client.
I love a 20-minute link.
No, literally.
Yeah.
And I just hung out. We drank our little drinks, ate some food, and then like 5 minutes before I had to take my call, I left and I just went across the street.
I was like,
already
you're
home.
5 minutes. You're like, it's fine.
And guess what? I made it home with 3 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
time to pee.
Right. Time to pee and time to reset.
Yeah.
So long story short, I've been needing to up my water intake and less caffeine. But today, for the 4th day in a row, whatever it's been, I did have the cookie butter cold brew, a medium, with a maple
Medium.
with a with a maple sugar bacon croissant sandwich.
And you know what? It was probably unreal.
It was. You know what? I don't really regret it.
I am circling back to Dunkin' as of late, and I don't know what to do about it.
I feel so American when I drink Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Like I go into Dunkin' and I walk out and I know.
There's a bald eagle behind you. Like,
like literally, I'm there with my Dunkin' with the orange straw.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
walk
God.
out of Dunkin'
Just
and I'm
tacky
like,
as all hell.
fuck yeah, America! AC, ice water, Dunkin'. America runs on. Like I just feel prideful.
Yeah.
Although I hate America.
Yeah.
But
this place blows.
I feel American as fuck.
But yeah.
You know what we should discuss? That I don't know if we discussed this the other day. We
You
might have on
feeling
the
it
show.
right now, girl.
I am. I'm getting back into it. You know what should we discuss just for like 2 seconds? The British TikTokers.
Oh my God! Now break it down now, because
The British TikTokers.
no, because okay.
In New
Let
York.
me find her name.
Charlie. Okay.
Charlie what though? So they can
I don't
look her
know.
up.
Wait,
Sorry.
I just followed her.
On TikTok at
Give the
Charlie
shit.
and
The
C.
shit. The stitch.
Charlie CharlieAnnec. Charlie and C is this girl from England, and her friend group are visiting New York.
British as fuck.
No, like
Okay.
they are the UK girlies that wear like excessive amounts of fake tan and
Yeah.
makeup. Like my favorite, my literal
And I'm
favorite.
obsessed. And they are
It's
on
so-
a 10 at all times.
They're like so, and then like they have like a few gays with them, and like it's just like the best friend group ever. And they're visiting New York and like trying all the different food
they're like so
places.
excited. They had like Chipotle, Raising Cane's,
Yeah.
Liberty Bagels,
Every fast McDonald's,
Dave's Hot Chicken. They're just hitting all the spots. Like she got, oh my God,
Crumble Cookie.
Right, Crumble Cookie. I watched her TJ Maxx haul.
Yeah.
She got a bunch of Juicy Couture bags. I was like, yes.
She had like massive bags. I was like,
Massive
how are you getting
bags.
that bag?
Like, we're just like obsessed, and all of TikTok is like obsessed. She posted a video. She's like hit 700K while I was walking the Brooklyn Bridge. I said, yes, you did, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
She's like, oh my God, like I didn't know it was gonna go viral in America. Like, it's insane.
No, like
I love that
obsessed.
British people and European people in general call it America. Like I never call it America. Like I'm always like the US, or like they're always like, I want to go to America. Like they always say America.
I guess I do say the U.S. I only say I only say America when I'm making jokes like I did with Dunkin' Donuts. Like I'm like, hell fucking yeah, America.
Yeah.
I feel like as an American saying America sounds so patriotic.
Yeah, I never even say like, oh, I'm flying back to America tomorrow.
I always
like,
say I'm flying back to the US.
Yeah, it's always the US.
Yeah.
Never.
That's such a funny observation, but I get it.
No, they all do it. Yeah.
That is so funny. But anyways, yeah,
they'll have like a highlight called America. Like America. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny.
Anyway. But yeah, so obsessed with them, obsessed with Dunkin' again.
Yeah. Back to Dunkin'.
Enough. It's just it's been an unhealthy obsession. And I'm
so getting that coffee tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Let me come.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a long little walk tomorrow. Oh no, you have something.
Oh my God. Guys, guess who I'm
seeing?
Guys, this is because this is tea if you know me from my
if you're an OG.
If you know me from my, dare I say, why don't we days?
Oh damn, not the name drop.
Boop. Okay. Anyways, if you know me from when, you know, me and Mr. Boyband were dating, tomorrow, if you know, Gabby and Lavender are coming to New York.
I mean, icons.
And first of all, I have not seen Gabby in, let alone Lavender, obviously.
Yeah.
I was talking to my roommate about this. I want to say like 5 years. Because it was so me and Boy Band broke up March of 2020. And the last time I saw Gabby, I think was like, it wasn't even in the U.S. It was the U.S.
America.
Wasn't even in America. I think it was in the U.K. or something.
Yeah.
It was like the end of 2019, I think, or like summer of 2019. I think was the last time I saw her.
5 years ago.
Yeah, and then the last time I saw Lavender was when she was like this big.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
And now she's huge.
Yeah, I know. Now
like
she's
toddler,
grown,
full on.
And yeah, so they're gonna be in New York. I reserved my whole day for them tomorrow. We're so excited. Like Lavender has a whole itinerary for us. Gabby told her. Sure. Gabby sent me so cute. She sent me like a voice memo, and she's like, "Lavender is so excited to meet you." Like I told her all about you, and it's so funny because I'm gonna be like, "Lavender, I have met you before, but it was like before you even gained consciousness."
Yeah.
Before
you gained consciousness.
No, what is that called? That babies don't understand. There's a word for it that, like, when you say you give a baby a toy, object permanence.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
right.
I met her when she didn't understand object permanence. She was a
Tina.
A little tiny toddler.
Right.
Like, you know, I have a photo with her on my phone in Paris in 2019, like right after she was born.
It's crazy that 2019 was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
I gotta tell her that tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, you don't remember when we met, but I met you in Paris on the Eiffel Tower.
She's been back to Paris multiple times, that little diva.
I know, diva. And now she wants to move to New York so bad. She's like begging Gabby. Gabby wants to do it. It's
I know, Gabby does want to do it, which is exciting.
So yeah, so I'm excited. They're coming in. We're doing a little sightseeing. I'm taking them to see the tree and, you know, do all the wintry stuff. Yeah, oh my God. I've never been more excited. I'm so excited to see Gabby again. We have so much to catch up on. It's only been years.
Yeah,
and we talk like here and there, obviously in between. But I mean, you know, I'm so busy. She's a mother. Like she's got shit going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every day that me and
she's
her can like
on the
sit
go
down
gal.
And,
yeah,
exactly, and have a little kiki.
Yeah, that'll be so nice.
So much, and I can't wait to catch up with Lavender about how's school and
Lavender.
Her new
what's
dresses.
the drama? Like
what's your drama?
The name Lavender is so freaking cool.
I know.
Like,
I said
it's
when I was
so cool.
When I was talking to Chrissy, my roommate, last night, I was like telling her, I'll be pretty MIA all day Friday. Like I have that, and then I have a date, which we'll get into. And I was talking, and you know, she doesn't know who they are. So I was like, oh yeah, my friend and her kid, blah, blah, blah. And then at some point I was like, oh yeah, and Lav. And then, or I said Lav, or I said Lavender. And then she was like, oh my God, her kid's name is Lavender. And I was like, yeah. She's like, that is such a cute
cool
name.
I love the name Violet as well. I used to want to name future daughter Violet. I don't think I will anymore, but I love that
Violet,
name.
you're turning Violet.
Yeah.
From Willy Wonka.
Right.
That's what I always
It was
think
kind of
about.
from that.
That's so funny.
Because the other girl names
love
I like
that.
are Alice and Matilda, and they're also both from childhood movies.
I used to love the name Isabella because I used to love the name Bella.
Yeah.
But then people, when I was
It's
growing up, my mom
so
got in my head and my
overdone.
mom was like, don't name your kid Bella because Bella is the name of a dog.
No, that's not true.
I don't
Lily's
agree.
a very popular dog name
Right.
as well. Who cares?
I also do low-key, I love Ryan for a girl.
love Ryan for a girl.
For a girl.
Like one of the coolest names ever.
Yeah,
I know too.
I love like gender neutral names
Yeah,
like
me
that.
too.
Or like one, like I feel like when you hear the name Ryan, you automatically do think of a guy. But I love
Yeah.
it when it's a girl. It's like,
It's
I don't
so
know,
cool.
it's so cool.
I know. I do love that.
Anyways,
Anyway,
there was one other thing I wanted to touch on. Oh, just the fact that I'm embracing the pale.
right. Never me.
Guys, I just need to touch on this for 2 seconds and then we're gonna the chalk's down. Anyways, and then we're gonna give you some updates on men.
This
But,
versus like my extensive self tan routine. It's like different.
yeah. I don't
I'm
know.
tired. I'm tired.
I just, you know what? Yeah, I used to have a self-tan routine, and then when I was on Accutane, first of all, you couldn't tan your face on Accutane really, and then because like it dries everything out of you, even your body, I would get like these like dry patches, and so like tanning on Accutane wasn't really an option unless I wanted to just look patchy and gross. So I just never self-tanned on Accutane. And then after that, I got lazy and I self-tanned a bit after that. And I do love how I look with a self-tan, but like
You do it on occasion.
I'm just I'm just lazy. And then as of recently, like when I'm going out, I'll like do my makeup and everything. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like I look good, nice and pale as I am. So
you
I'm like,
do.
you know what? I just decided like, I'm just gonna stop self-tanning and just ride it out. And yeah, like for like certain things, like I love putting on a self-tan for like a photo shoot so I
Yep.
don't look washed out or anything. But like
Yeah.
just for like my day-to-day, like
yeah, not necessary.
I'm really in this era.
Can't relate.
Lily-
Tan today.
She literally was marinating in a tan before we recorded.
And I catch me at 50 years old doing it. Like
Marinating in a tan like up until like 2 hours ago, and then after this you're gonna go to a workout class. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I have it down, sister. Like I know what I'm doing. Like don't worry.
What do you
okay?
use these days?
Currently,
Same
Isle
shit?
of Paradise. I like
Okay.
it because it just like once it's on, it's on.
You used to
like,
be a tanologist girly, I fear.
I was. It just doesn't. The color wasn't quite right.
Really?
But it has to be easy to get off as well. Like that's a whole
Yeah.
thing for me.
As of
so.
recently, you know, I'm usually a Saint-Tropez girly.
Yeah,
Love
I do
them.
like Saint-Tropez as well.
However, as of recently, all of my really nice tans have been Bondi Sands.
Yeah.
But
love it.
it's that like new one that they like
The
put
clear
out.
one.
And no, it's like they put out like you do like a color matching thing on their website.
Oh,
There's like
yeah,
an
you showed
emerald,
me this one.
magenta.
Yes,
like,
I haven't tried
things
that.
like that. And I've been using the magenta one maybe or something. I don't know. It's the one in the purple bottle.
Yeah.
Anyways, because I'm also iffy about Bondi Sands.
I just
the
don't like
original
their
formula.
black bottle.
Yes.
I like their liquid gold one. I like some of their stuff, but that black
Yeah.
arrow one.
No, not a fan.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Really?
It's so bad.
Not a fan. But this one I actually do really like.
Yeah.
So,
No, it looked. I remember you put it on. It looked really good
Yeah, I put it on that one day.
for the shoot here.
Yes, for the shoot here, and you literally said that, like,
Yeah.
and I said I was like, oh, I wish
was
I like
very
left it on
natural.
a little bit longer, but yeah, it looks so natural
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
So I really like that. But anyways, embracing the tan, baby.
Period. Okay. Well, speaking of boy bands, we gotta love
It's
it.
never a good start to a sentence.
It's never
I
a good
fear.
start. Actually, in general, the last few months, like musicians have been asking me out and in my realm, and I'm like, I don't want this. This is
I'm
the
scarred.
opposite of like what I need in my life.
I'm so scarred from dating a musician. Not that even I say that like so dramatically, like he did something like horrible. He really didn't do anything horrible.
No,
but
it's
just from
it's
the lifestyle.
Yeah, it's not them. It's the lifestyle. It's
yeah.
not for me. Like, you know, there's people that work in music and produce music, and then there's someone that's like in a band, like in a touring band. So this isn't like a significant character. I mean, I don't even think I'm gonna add him to the flow chart, to be honest with you.
Really?
I don't feel like he's gonna come up again. Okay, are we? No, we'll add him. We'll add him for the sake
Add
of
him
it.
for funsies. Where's the chalk? Lily dropped the chalk.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna call him Drummer Boy.
Drummer Boy, yes, because we keep calling him boy band amongst ourselves. However, we can't call him boy band on this show because we already have a boy band, aka my ex. So we have Drummer Boy. Reminds me of that Justin Bieber song. I know. Rum bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'm on the beat. Yeah, I'm on the snare drum.
Fucking
yeah, I'm on the
slaps.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm on the beat. Yeah, I'm on the snare drum. Period.
I'm so glad I might go psycho. Christmas time, so here's a recital. I'm so glad I'm back.
Remember when we were gonna two-stop to a dick appointment because he lives really
Yeah,
close to the mayor?
to the Mayor Greenpoint.
No, I was gonna hang out with him
Anyways.
this one night. And Christina was like, well, I'm going to get a dick appointment too tonight. So she was like, two-stop Uber? I go,
Yeah,
I'm not
because-
two-stopping. Like, even if we're going at the same time, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to get out of the car and be like, bye. Like,
It could be so funny.
fun. Like, yeah.
Like I would show up at the Mayor Greenpoint and be like, yeah, I just dropped Lily off at her dick appointment. Here I am.
Period. There you go.
We're double timing tonight, baby. We got stories. Anyways.
Well, he's way more significant than this guy is so not anything. But we hung out in, I think like around like Halloween.
okay.
So we hang out. I like have a lot of mutual friends with the men in this band, but it's a type of band where they're not like quite like huge yet. They're not like mainstream, but they're getting there. Like they're kind of big. They're opening for like massive bands. Like a lot of people know who they are. They're playing like big-ish venues, whatever. So I had like heard of them before, and then he asked me out, and I was like, sure. And we ended up hanging out. Remember that night? Like it was so late at night.
Yeah, it was like
He was
almost
getting
like
back
1 a.m.
Yeah, I went over to his place for the first time to hang out with him at like 1 a.m. because he was getting back from a tour, and then he was leaving 2 days later for a European tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, this is our only time to meet, and we've been talking for weeks, so I'll go.
Yeah.
So I go, and I've been thinking about this last few days actually because like looking back on it, he was so nice. Like we had a great night, whatever. We were up till all hours. He literally told me his life story. He trauma dumped like big time, which like I kind of reciprocated, like, you know, like we were like really opening up to each other, but it's only weird now because like how it's kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
Like so,
but they love to
do that. They
the
really,
trauma dump
really
and
do.
the ghost
and the ghost, like literally, it's people's hinge prompts as a
Crazy
joke now.
combo.
They're like, you know, what if we trauma dumped and then never saw each other?
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
Like it's kind of a joke at this point, but like, Jesus, this guy like. Next, like I mean, from start to finish of this man's life, I know everything. Like I could tell you everything about this guy's life, but it was fun, like whatever. And then he left for tour. We talked a few times while he was away, but I was kind of like, whatever. Let's see if he hits me up when he gets back. I kind of like left our hangout being like, I really liked him. He was really nice. I had a great time. I don't know if this is someone that I would like date.
Yeah.
I didn't really see myself getting like feelings for him, but I was intrigued by, you know, he was just like super talented and like really nice and like whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'd like spend more time with him, but didn't care too much how it went. So then he gets back, asked me to hang out a few times. I'm like, what? I'm like kind of dodging him for like 2 weeks. He asked me to hang out like several times and I was kind of being difficult. And then finally on a Thursday night, like I ended up blowing him off last minute and I felt really bad. So I was like, okay, tomorrow night, Friday night, I'm 100% all yours. Like, plan, it's happening like 7:30, 8ish, whatever. So I go and I get happy hour with my friends. This was like the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yes, I get happy hour with my friends at like 4:35 ish, and I'm with them, and like it's kind of like this new group of friends. So I was like, you know, hanging out with all them and whatever, and they were like, oh, we're going to the Whitney tonight, like we have an extra ticket, do you want to come? And I was like, oh, that sounds so fun. Like I love the Whitney, but I was like, I committed to hang out with this guy. Like I've blown him off 1,000 times in the past 2 weeks. I have to go, whatever. So I go home, I get ready, and I text him, and he's like, perfect. Like I'm gonna leave my apartment soon and come get you. I'm like, sounds good, whatever. At like 8 o'clock, I'm still getting ready, and he texts me, and he's like, I just ran into some friends. Like I think I'm gonna sit and hang out with them for a bit. Like just text me when you're ready, and I'll come get you. Okay, I text him 30 minutes later. I'm ready, like no big rush. He texts me back at 11:30 p.m. or like 11:30 and was like, oh my God, sorry. Like the night just...
I just got...
Yeah,
the
got,
wind
like,
blew me into the bar.
I was like, and he doesn't even drink. The man is sober. So I'm like, it's not even like you got a little tipsy or something. Like, are you joking? Like, it's a Friday night. I've been sitting here for hours. I just shaved head to toe.
Yeah.
Bald kitty. What was that voice memo I sent you? I was like, hair blown, face beat, bald kitty. Where is he? Like, where is he? You're not standing me up right now. So, yeah, he did pretty much. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, he felt bad.
Yeah.
But then I replied and I was like, yeah, like, no big deal. But like, I have been waiting here for hours. Maybe next time we can make a more solid plan. Because it did feel like with him, it was always kind of like
dodgy,
giving a little bit booty call, which is like fine, but like little last minute. And I'm like, okay, I'm down to like hang out and do you know what, but like, can we have a plan? Like, can we stick to a plan here? I was so annoyed. And then so I was like a little harsh in my reply. I was like, okay, that was really annoying, but like, it's fine. He never answered, and I was like, okay, whatever. So then like a week later, I replied to his story. He read it and didn't answer. I was like, okay, we're cooked. And scene for him. So drummer boy,
he's out.
Yeah, he's
what's
out.
that thing that they do in Pitch Perfect?
Contenders.
You're bump cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, is that it?
It's from Pitch, it's something like that.
You're cut. Something like that.
Yeah, something in Pitch Perfect where they're like, you're cut.
Yes.
Is it even cut?
Something
or
like
out?
that. Yeah, you're out. I think it's you're out. Oh, from the riff off.
Yes.
Yes. I think it's you're out, but I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
If you guys have watched Pitch Perfect, you know what I mean.
But yeah, this was like an underwhelming character, but we'll see if he comes back around. But it was funny because Friday night I was with my friend Kelly, and she was like, yeah, my friend's at a concert right now. He's going to come meet us when he's done. And I was like, where's the concert? I just knew, because I was supposed to go.
Felt it in your
originally.
core.
Yes, like the guy, drummer boy, told me like, oh, I'd love for you to come to my New York show, like at the end of our tour and whatever. And I was like, yeah. And so I was gonna go. Obviously, we stopped talking, so I didn't. But I was like, where's the concert? And she said the name of the venue, and I was like, motherfucker, he's there. So now I get Christina's pain when you date someone that is in a band. Mm-hmm. It's like it follows you. Like, I swear I've seen them and they've come up now so many times.
If their band blows up and you start, you're going to be fucking shopping in Zara and you're going to hear their music.
So annoying.
Like, oh my God.
He didn't even do anything like that bad. And it's just like, it's just annoying. I'm like, I don't need to hear that.
Luckily now, I don't really hear.
Why don't we fell off? So.
Yeah. You're not supposed to say that. No.
Did they not completely flop like no one's ever flopped before? Sorry.
No
I
comment.
said it, not Christina. I said it, not Christina.
No comment. But
yeah,
when we first broke up and the relevancy was still very high, I would hear their music fucking everywhere.
That's insane.
Everywhere. And because also it took me a very long time to get over that breakup. It was like, oh my God, over the course of like, it was like the first year would just make me sad and triggered. The second year, it would annoy the shit out of me. And then I just didn't care. And now funny. It's like, now it's funny. Whenever I'm out and I'm like, you know, in a change room, whatever. And then I'm like, wait. I'm like, if all it is, it letters.
Not that. Oh my God.
They had some bangers, but you know.
No, but no, they didn't. But that's so generous of you.
It is.
But yeah, now I felt your pain. So then Kelly's
you're gonna first few times you hear like their music in public, you're gonna be like, oh my God. But then you're eventually gonna start laughing about it.
No, I wouldn't care. Kelly's friend got there though, and I was like, how was the concert? He was like, good. You know the band? I was like, fuck the drummer. Whatever.
He's been inside me.
Yeah. So that's
you made that comment about me in episode 3. You said that Mr. Tim's was inside my coffee shop, my local bar, and me.
You. Yes.
Yeah. The clip literally went up
today.
An hour ago.
Yeah. So, and I was like, I'm so funny.
Yeah. I told you, Lily's been having some very good one-liners on the show as of late.
I'm doing my best. Yeah. You know.
It's been great. Anywho.
Next.
So, where do I begin? I guess with where is he? Quick Mayor of Greenpoint update. And then we'll get into a date that I went on the other day. Where
No, we're trying to date. Like, I'm manically like setting up last minute Hinge dates before the holidays because of the show.
I just told Lily I had multiple contenders. I think
I'm also
4 or
single as
5.
fuck, so.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 on Hinge that I literally, this might be horrible of me, I don't really give a fuck. I wrote the exact same message. I wrote it to one of them about me being gone until the 27th and they could take me out. Then I copied and pasted and I sent it to all of these guys.
Well,
that
Hinge
were
is
like,
weird because you either have like no good, like there's either like 2 months where you don't find anyone good on Hinge. Then all of a sudden you have like 5 contenders. And
No,
you're like,
literally.
And it's like, which one do I pick? Like they're all attractive and cool looking guys. But how do I know which one of them is actually going to be a good time? So fuck it. Just invite them all out and see what happens.
No, literally the way
I want to set up a speed dating thing.
Every single one of them said, I'm coming back on the 27th though, and I should be free as a bird after, heart. And I just copied and pasted it to like 5 dudes that were like, when do you go away for the holidays? When can I see you? And they're all, guess what? They're all either 24 or could be a father.
Jesus, of course.
We know this has been my type recently, but listen, speaking of fathers, the Mayor Greenpoint, he's not actually
Who
a dad,
isn't
guys.
a father.
He's not a father.
Old enough to be one.
In my book, he is.
Yeah. Okay, you're done.
Okay, I don't know. I think last time I spoke about like an update with the Mayor Greenpoint, I don't even know what I said in episode 4 about him. Episode 3 was where I gave like the huge update about us fucking and whatever. Episode 4, I didn't really have any crazy updates. I think I was just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck is happening here. He's like sick. He still hasn't asked me out. Then, guys,
oh yeah,
these men, I swear to
the timing's
God,
always wild.
I swear to God, these men always have a sixth sense. Okay, because let me know why. This man texted me. And, you know, I told you guys, like, I didn't want to text him, whatever, blah, blah. He texted me, like, on Monday. It's currently Thursday when we're recording this. Monday, he's like, hey, like, I know you don't love texting, but I'm popping in just to say, like, I hope you're doing well and you had a fun but busy weekend. And I'm annoyingly still sick. Please don't think I'm just ignoring us hanging out again. And I sent him back a text on Tuesday being like, you know, oh, like, my weekend was fun, whatever. But it's okay, I understand. Didn't think that at all. I'm looking forward to seeing you when you're better because, as I told you guys in a previous episode, I don't like to text really in between dates until I really like feel like I'm gonna be in it with somebody. And I told him, like, if you want to talk, call me or just ask me on a date. Like, that's it.
Yes, at this point it's because it's been weeks.
Yeah, it'd been like 3 weeks. I'm like, dude, like, you know, by this point too, I'm also like thinking like, although he's saying like, please don't think I'm ignoring you. Like, I want to hang out. I'm sick, whatever. At the same time, I was like, like, I don't know. Like, I believe him, but also like, if I don't see action, then like,
yeah,
whatever.
Like how long can
how long?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was just like, this is probably going to be toast.
Right.
Like, is what I was thinking. Until I'm on my date with a different man. Okay, that I will talk about. On Tuesday night, I go on a date with this guy who asked me out, and I'll get to it in a second. And at some point during that, I'm like, oh, like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, had to pee, whatever. And I get up and I walk to the bathroom and, you know, you go into the bathroom on your phone when you're on a date, you know, text your girlfriends, whatever. I have a text from the mayor of Greenpoint. I'm like, great. He texts me, I'm on a date. And the text is like really packs a punch. It literally is him being like, hey, are you going to be staying with your parents for a while? Furthermore, I'm related. When are you free? I've had enough waiting around. Would be nice to go out with you.
Like, you're the one that's been waiting around.
Right.
But it's okay. We still love you.
Enough.
And we're glad that you're giving this energy.
We're glad you're back. We're glad you're back.
We couldn't really be happier.
Wait, really? We couldn't be happier.
To be honest.
But I saw this and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay. I'm obviously not going to reply to him on my fucking date. In fact, I didn't even reply to him for like a minute till like the next like evening. And then finally yesterday I text him back. I make a joke. I say, thank God. Because I'm hilarious. And then I said, I'm leaving the 23rd, coming back 27th, whatever. I was like, as for when I'm free before that, I should be free most evenings, Friday through Sunday this weekend. An hour later, I get a resi link. And he literally said, yeah, truly sorry that so much time has passed. I could stop by your apartment and we can walk together. How does that sound?
Oh.
On it. Like, that's hot.
See, I don't get dinner on like first dates, but like you guys are at the point now where dinner's like so lit.
If he...
But like,
honestly,
I need a situationship to be at the point where we can get dinner because I need my dinner to be paid for immediately.
No, I'm actually it's so funny you say that because I was thinking about that and I was like, thank God he made a dinner reservation because if he would have made a drinks one, like it would have been fine. But I also
felt
the point,
like it's time for dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
It's time for dinner.
Yeah.
It's time to eat.
It's time to eat.
It's time to eat in front of this man.
You have to get a few dates in.
I feel like, you know, 2 drink dates, maybe 3.
I only ate on my first date with Boat Boy. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't. And that was
Usually,
I hated
for
it.
me,
I hated every second.
I feel
of
like
it.
it's usually drinks first date, dinner second date, or drinks third
Yeah.
date, dinner. By this point, me and the mayor had been out about 3 times having drinks.
Yeah.
So I was like,
boys are so
it's time for
annoying.
dinner.
Boys are so annoying when you eat in front of them.
I know. I'm
Like
yeah,
it's
I know.
so they stare at
I'm like,
you.
oh, you set me up too. I'm going to my favorite restaurant. It's fine. I
Yeah.
don't give a
No,
fuck
he's
anymore.
classy. He's not like I don't know. He like won't make fun of you. But when I was on my first date with Boat Boy, he finished before me and he was just sitting there staring at me while I ate, like to make
You're
me
like,
uncomfortable.
Don't watch me.
Because I was like, there's no like cute way to like
Yeah.
scarf down a pasta. You
No,
know what
literally.
I mean? Like, it's not happening.
One time I went on a date with a guy that I ate like a dish of pasta and I couldn't stop farting all night. And I was with him the whole night. I was just crop dusting everywhere.
Oh,
Oopsies.
yeah, I should not be eating pasta on a first date. I'll
No.
tell you that. I shouldn't. Yeah, no.
Pasta and red meat.
No. Can we go to Sweet Green for dinner?
You know what's crazy? I did go on a second date to Sweet Green once.
No, you did not.
I swear to God.
No.
Swear to God.
With who?
Dog guy.
That checks out. That checks out.
Wait,
I Sweet Green.
Well, no,
That's
no.
tragic.
Let me say. We started at Sweet Green, just whatever, and we had like a day of activities planned.
Okay.
So it wasn't like
is
like we just went to Sweet Green. No,
crazy.
it was like we went for like drinks after, and
That's
his
worse
dog,
than like getting a slice.
No, I know.
Sweet Green.
If a dude's like, you want to get
Chipotle?
wine and $1 pizza, I'd be like, yeah.
That'd be. But imagine the
Fuck
guy's
yeah.
like, you want to go on a date to Chipotle?
I would think it was for the bit.
I would so do Raising Cane's.
I would do
Yeah.
Cane's.
Can someone out there ask me on a date to Raising Cane's?
Oh my
I
God.
swear to God.
Raising Cane's.
I'll need to go home immediately after, but that's private.
A date at the Caniac corner.
Yeah. Me,
Sitting on
you.
that Texas toast
Yeah.
bench.
Me, you, and
What if
Texas
we kissed
toast.
at the Caniac corner?
Yeah.
What if we kissed at the Caniac corner? Oh my God, that's such a tongue twister. What if we kissed at the Caniac corner?
Jesus Christ.
Anywho, Mayor of Greenpoint update done. Now, as for the man that I was on the date with when the mayor of Greenpoint texted me, that's who we're going to add to the wall because I would love to go on a second date with this guy and we'll see where it goes. So he's going to be a character. So,
I'd love to go. I'd rather have gone on a date tomorrow night with Mr. Normal Guy. That's what I'm going to call
I
him.
haven't really given him a name. I have a few contenders for a name. I was like, it could just be like Film Boy. It could be Golden Retriever. It could be Sweetie because he's like Sweetie. It could be Dorky because he's like a
Sweetie
little
Pumpkin.
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 He's so
It's pumpkin.
Ew.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Wait, you. I forgot about that. There's this TikTok of like these two guys, and it's like the penis game where you yell penis louder
Yeah,
and louder
louder,
each time,
louder.
but they do it with the word pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
And for some reason, you know when you have like a sleepover with your friends and you have the giggles? Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Christina, and our best friend Dakota had like 4 sleepovers in a row because we went out of town together, and we all just could not stop yelling,
Yeah.
pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. I
So
forgot about
pumpkin. He's
It
gonna
was-
watch us and be like, "What the fuck?"
like what the
pumpkin.
Wait, did you tell him?
I did end up telling him about halfway through the date. Cause he was like asking me like about like what I do on my free time, and I was like,
I don't have any free time.
I don't have free time. Like
No,
I told
think
him
about
like
my day. I'm like, I work 9 to 6, and that you do too, and then we record at night, and then I have a 9:15 p.m. workout, and then I have to go to bed.
no, literally, I was like,
What
I
free
just
time?
like, cause I'm like telling him about like work, but then also things. I felt like things just weren't adding up. Like I was like,
No, it's like Hannah Montana.
no, literally, I felt like I was being so weird, and things weren't.
I love
adding
trying
up.
to lie about the podcast.
Cause like I tell him about like, I told him that I had only been life coaching for a year.
He's like, what the fuck have you been
So
doing?
what have you been doing before that? I was like, oh, like social media marketing. Like I just like, and then eventually I was like, you know what? Like whatever. This guy seems really cool. I'm just gonna tell him. So long story short, pumpkin. how he came to be.
Pumpkin.
Actually, you know what? Before we share this story, we're going to take a brief intervention because the camera's about to die.
The camera's gonna die and I have to pee.
Oh, perfect timing. We're back from pee and camera battery change. And now I get to tell the actual story of Pumpkin. So you gotta say it like that. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Okay.
Pumpkin. Anyways, so...
I'm at my wit's end today.
Yeah, same. Okay, so I matched with this man on Hinge. He actually was my most compatible on Hinge.
Aw, it's a love story for the ages.
We're getting married. What can I tell you? Like, no, but I matched with him on Hinge. He was my most compatible. He liked my profile first, and he said, do you think Hinge made us most compatible because you're a life coach and I badly need one? And I get a lot of those jokes on Hinge from men because my profile says I'm a life coach. So I get a lot of, can you fix me?
Yeah.
You know, things.
Mine is, can you manage my talent? I'm like,
right. Like,
just shut up. Just please come up with something else.
What do I buy for the table? A round of tequila shots?
Special martinis.
Yeah, no. You know what? I was like, that's hot. Mayor Greenpoint on his, it says, first round is on me if, and he put, I'll get the second round too.
Hot. Ew.
Okay.
It's all cringy. It's all cringe. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't.
Anyways, but no, I'll give it to him.
I really hate Hinge for someone that uses it.
Right.
Like I really.
No, but that's everybody. That's the nature of the app.
The guy I gave, like the guy I'm going on a date with tomorrow, my number, and he texts me and goes, "It's blank from the app."
The app.
I was like, yeah, don't say it. Don't
say it.
Don't tell anyone that's telling
app.
That. Yeah.
No, that's so humbling when you do text someone and
Lily from Hinge.
I've had to do. Yeah. Hey, it's Christina. Parentheses from Hinge.
Ew, it's awful. Okay.
Anyways, though, my most compatible. We match. We chat a little bit. He asked for my number. We text and. Great little banter over text. Like we texted for like a day, I think, which I'm like, okay, you guys know I'm not a big texter before a date, but I was like, okay, it's fine. It's
a little bit to vet them out if they're random.
Right,
yeah.
So I was like, okay, like a little bit, it's fine, whatever. But my whole thing was like, okay, if this guy does not ask me out within 24 to 48 hours, then I'm gonna just stop texting him because if you're texting me for more than like a day or two without a date,
yeah,
I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Luckily, he asked me on a date. He sets it up, whatever. We go on a date to the Immigrant in East Village. Great wine bar. Great first date spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go there.
I do love drinking wine on a date. I used to say I'm not allowed to, but I've allowed myself now.
We split a bottle of orange.
Jesus, every time it gets me. Every time. When our neighbor's door opens.
Oh my God, yeah. It's scares shit
I used to
out
say
of me.
I'm not allowed to drink wine on dates because I tell all my secrets, but like I'm gonna tell all my secrets
That's
anyway.
the fun of it.
I'm gonna do it anyway, Christina.
Yeah.
Sober. I will tell them every last detail about my life.
Yes.
So.
We got a beautiful bottle of orange wine.
Oh, I love orange wine.
Right? I go, which one should he get? He goes, I'm just gonna order the one that I could pronounce. I said, period. It's so funny. It was so funny. Also, he was making jokes like,
so funny.
hello? Ha! I don't laugh at men's jokes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't that funny.
Yeah. Imagine I did that on the date. I go, ha! I don't laugh at men. He's like, what?
I would do that. So.
No, I would do that as a bit.
Yeah.
So fun fact, when I pulled up, so I took an Uber there because I was going to take the train, but then naturally I was running behind and Uber said it would get me there 10 minutes faster. So I was like, okay, that means like whatever. Long story short, the date was at 9:00. I realized that my Uber says 9:05 and I text him and I was like, hi, like, sorry, running 5 behind, but it'll be there ASAP. But like
5 minutes late for a date is on time.
Right. That's on time. I don't give a fuck.
You as a woman need to be
5 minutes
late for the first
at all
date,
times.
and he needs to be 10 to 15 minutes early at the table. Done.
Yeah, sat.
The server should already have his card on file.
Right,
okay.
right. On tab.
Enough.
No, but it was funny because we were having a conversation like earlier that day or the night before or something about Ubers and subways and stuff. And he was saying how he like never takes Uber. Like he loves taking the subway. Also, he just moved to the city a year and a half ago. And I feel like he's like in that like,
okay,
that
that's
like,
not, like,
I love the
new.
train. Like, you know, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But he does. He's just, it's honestly very cute. So,
I mean, I mostly take the train.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
But
well,
he made
not
a joke.
really.
Well, ever since I moved.
You do take it more than you used to.
I swear
you used to be so bad.
But dude, I swear to God, the reason I was so bad with the subway for the last 2 years is because my apartment was on the water and the nearest subway station was like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah, when you live near it, you're gonna
which is like, it doesn't sound like much, but like, you know, normally in New York City, being near a subway station, like you want to be very conveniently located to the subway station. I was not, you know. But now that I am, I be taking that shit everywhere. I'm never taking Uber anymore. Right. You know. But anyways. So because we had a conversation and he was saying like, oh, like I hate Uber, whatever. And I made a joke like, oh yeah, like I'm an Uber one member, LOL, blah, whatever. When I told him that I was like, my ETA is 9:05, like running 5 minutes late, whatever, blah, 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 in my Uber. He texts me as I'm like pulling up my date and he goes, the train would never do this to you, is what he says, like as a joke. But
got your ass.
No, literally got my ass. But I texted him and I said, I said something like, because we had already had like really funny like banter. So when he said that, I texted him back. I said, I'm gonna beat your ass in 3, 2, 1, and then and then I walked in because I was like,
hey.
No, but when I walked in, he said, hey, how are you? He hugged me and I said, don't worry, I brought my gloves.
Get him.
I'm so corny. But anyways, so cute in person. 6'3", so
6'3",
6'3".
Wow, he didn't look like he would be tall in those
tall ass Minnesota man.
Oh, Minnesota,
so cute. And
Midwest is so hit or miss with men, but when it's a hit, it's a goddamn hit.
No, it was a hit.
I like Midwest people in general. Love them.
Yeah.
So friendly and like, but with men, it's like.
No, he was so sweet. Yeah.
Oh, love.
But yeah, no. So we get there, we sit down, and yeah, I don't even know. It was a really great date. We just talked about fuck all for like 3 hours and split this bottle of wine, and you know, we're talking about my life coaching. He's telling me about his job, our interests, blah blah blah. You know, first date kind of like shit talk, whatever.
But good conversation.
Great conversation. And then like halfway through, I end up telling him about the podcast and whatnot. He thinks it's really cool. I kind of like explain like, you know, my pipeline with that.
They always do think it's cool until they don't.
Right. So I'm like, But I mean, this guy seems to think it is actually pretty cool.
Most
so,
you know.
Yeah,
You'd like to think.
Like now that I look back at Pie Guy, when I told him that I like was a podcaster, I could tell that was like a huge turnoff for him and might have contributed to the reason that it did not move forward.
But fair enough. Like if you're I
don't give a fuck. If it's not your interest, it's not your interest.
Yeah, it is like fair. I feel like,
No, exactly. Also, Pie Guy literally didn't know a single thing about me before going on the date. Like didn't even know, because we met in the fucking street.
Right.
Remember? Anyways, so back to this guy. The date went absolutely wonderful. He's just so sweet, like just like a sweet boy. And I could tell that he was like, I don't know, at least I kind of read body language, and I could tell he was like, seemed like he was a little bit maybe standoffish or nervous in the beginning, because he was kind of like hands like not on the table, hands under the table, like twiddling thumbs, like sort of thing, talking to me, whatever. It was like giggly. He was just like this very sweet like Minnesota boy.
Was he giving normal?
Yes.
You know, I love a normal man.
Normal. Thank God. Give me a normal man.
There's a lack of. You know what? Paige actually made a TikTok. Did you see this TikTok?
Yes. Where the fuck are the normal people?
She was talking about people in general, which fuck yeah, I agree with that. But men with dating, oh my God, there's so little normal. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. Just like how people move. It's like, oh my God.
No, this guy was totally normal, so sweet, telling me about his upbringing, this, that, like school, went to school, like, you know, in Minnesota, moved to New York, his, you know, kind of trajectory in New York, where he's lived, you know, normal, great job, has a lot of really great like niche like hobbies and interests outside of work, which I love a man with a hobby.
Love a hobby.
So yeah, and it was so cute though, because he would like tell me things and he would literally preface it by being like, I feel this is like, he's like, I feel like this is so dorky, but, and then he would like start like geeking out on like films and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so cute. Like it was so cute to me. But anyways, yeah, so date ends, I call an Uber, whatever. I get my Uber, we say bye, we just hug, no kiss, which I was like respectful, whatever.
Yep.
Get on my Uber, leave, whatever. And then when I got home, he texted me to like make sure I got home safe and was like, you know, I would love to see you again after the holidays.
I love that. I'm more surprised sometimes when, especially with Hinge dates, because it's very much like, let's get to know each other, whatever. I'm always a little surprised when they kiss. So it's like fine that he didn't kiss. Like normally they don't kiss you, but I've had a few Hinge dates where they just kind of go for it, and I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, fuck it. Like, But either way, it's fine.
Yeah, no, with that, yeah, I was a little bit like, it meant nothing to me, but also at the same time, because I was having, at a point, I was kind of having a hard time reading it. I was like, I feel like this guy is having a good time, but I don't know if it's like
romantic.
I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then when he texted me,
but a lot of guys
right,
just don't.
Right.
Yeah, I felt that way with.
I felt like he took a little warming up.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so he's like, I would love to see her after holidays. I was like, feelings mutual, great, we'll do it. And we've been texting a little bit here and there since. So that was like 2 days ago, and he's still, on the radar. So we'll see after the holidays. We'll see, if he sticks to it, if he actually asks me out again, and we'll kind of see what happens there. But yeah, it was just I love when I go on a first date and I'm like, that was so nice.
Yeah, I know.
That was a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I feel like that'll be my date tomorrow.
That's pumpkin. Yeah. Now what's your man's deal that you're going on this date with tomorrow? What's his stats?
I don't really know, but he
height, age, job.
Wait, how tall is he actually?
I want to know.
Not that I
don't really care about heights.
Me either. I don't.
I was just having this conversation with my roommate. She is a gorgeous 5'8" Australian woman.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
And we're on the couch. This is like yesterday. I think we're on the couch, dead silent. Out of nowhere, she goes, "Why are all the American men so short?"
Yeah, they are.
I go, "You raise a point."
Yeah,
but
it's true.
It was so funny. I go, "So true."
No, they are. He's 5'11".
That's a good height.
And 28, which I love.
Like that. That's a good height. And a good age.
This is very like spontaneous. Okay, I have a very hard time with Hinge because I really don't love giving up a whole night for a first date, which like I loved how your date the other night was at 9.
Yeah.
Because it's like you did your thing after work. Like,
I was able to do all my shit.
Like I want that, or I want like a 6 o'clock date that like I have somewhere to be at 8:30 or 9. Because like if it's obviously if you already know the guy and like it's gonna be good, then that's different. But I'm talking about like Hinge dates specifically where you don't know them at all. So tomorrow was perfect because I have to exchange gifts with some friends at like 8:30ish, and I took off the day of work. So I was like, okay, if you could meet me at like 5:30, I have a workout and then I'll get ready and we'll meet. That would be perfect. And he was able to do it. So I was kind of just like on a whim, like haven't gone on a date in a bit. Like, why not do it? And he just seemed funny. So
anyway,
guys,
new year, new eyes.
I'm not like locked in today.
Yeah,
I'm a little away with the fairies, to be honest.
It's okay. I think because all of our other episodes we've recorded for so long with so much information. This is the first episode that we get to chill. But anyways, listen, new year, new us. This is the last episode of 2024. Imagine I was like, this is the last episode of season 3.
And that's it.
And that's a wrap on season 3. No, this is the last episode of the year. And last year we did a recap of some of our favorite moments in 2023. And although we're not going to do that recap this year, because honestly, we just did not. We're trying to get through this year.
Yeah.
The rest of this year, there is when we are recording this, there is 12 days left of 2024, and I just needed to be done.
I'm this year is done.
So rather than tell you guys our favorite moments of 2024, we thought we would just reflect a little bit on what this year meant to us. And what we want to focus on in the new year, some New Year's resolutions.
This year humbled the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I feel like Lily had a much more packed year emotionally than I did. So I feel like you should start.
That one major event really did it. And now it's funny because like we were at this bar or restaurant called Layla a few weeks ago with our best friends Fabrizio and Avery. I actually asked Fabrizio's girlfriend, Kelly, I was like, Kelly, did he happen to tell you about this night? And she was like,
what'd she say?
He said it was very emotional, but didn't get too into it.
I could see her exactly how she says that.
Yeah. And so basically we were all at this restaurant and we were all a little tipsy. I feel like we already talked about this. I don't know.
We did, yeah.
But we all were like crying about how much we love each other. Classic. Just like one of those nights with your friends. Like, what the fuck? But everyone like, when we were going around the table was like, Lily, you've had a really hard year, or like Lily
your year sucked.
You had a really, and I'm like, guys, it was just that one. It was really just that one thing.
That one thing was like,
it was major though, and it lasted 6 months. So.
Yeah, well, it lasted 6 months, and also stuff like that affects you if not properly.
Oh my god, 100%.
you know, and if you guys have no idea what we're talking about,
tune the fuck into
tune
episode
into
one.
episode 1. Yeah.
Basically, my ex dumped me out of the blue and recorded it on a movie camera and had a microphone under his jacket.
During their breakup, it was a whole thing.
And made a short film of it. And I had to go to court with him and it was a whole thing. Okay. So that's how I started the year. That was
made a really fucked up joke. I was going to be like,
no,
and in 2025, it's coming out in theaters near you.
I wish, bro. I wish.
Yeah, it was really fucked up. And it's coming out in theaters.
Roll the clip.
Roll the
Imagine
clip.
you've had it this whole time. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm just like, don't worry. I keep my enemies close.
I could never.
Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And I just secretly have the video. I was waiting until this. Time.
Oh God, I could never watch it. I think I would cringe.
I don't think I could watch it either.
Watching a 4K video of your breakup. Can you think of anything worse?
Anything more horrifying?
Oh my God, I don't think I could cringe harder than even just thinking about it. But yeah, so that happened like literally at the top of the year, like almost exactly a year ago. So. But then other than that, like my year has been fucking awesome. So it's just so funny because everyone, like when they talk about my year, they're like, Lily's had a brutal year. I'm like, guys, well, you know, it actually turned out to be fucking sick. But
yeah. Well, can I give you my point of view of your year?
Give me the POV.
And then I want you to go into it yourself.
Yeah.
My POV of Lily's year was that
crash out.
Crash out. No, but so the very start of the year, like literally the first 2 months of the year, she went into the new year just I'm gonna sound so mean, but I promise
Jesus.
No, I was like, she went into the new year just on a bad note.
Tough
note.
The worst note. Flat.
Tough note. Like even her boyfriend was such a dick to her on New Year's Eve.
No.
You made him redo your New Year's. Wait,
I was thinking about this today.
Redo your New Year's kiss,
and he huffed and puffed about it. And I'm trying to remember what happened. Okay, because so I don't even know if I really just touched on this because I don't know, but we broke up like February 1st or something. He knew he was going to break up with me since December 4th. Okay, so like it was 2 full months. So the New Year's Eve party, he fully knew at this point, like I'm dumping her and I'm filming it and it's going to be sick. Like that was really.
And it's going to be sick.
Right? So, but I'm at this New Year's Eve party like, yay, boyfriend, I love him. Oh my God, like whatever. But we're fighting and everything's horrible. So we're at this party. Something happened. Like I'm telling you, we're like counting down from like 60 seconds for the ball to drop.
I feel like something did happen. I don't know what it was.
And something happened.
Was that he was drinking too much or?
No, probably. But no.
Probably.
Someone made like a snarky comment or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
But like we got in like a fight literally like 30 seconds before. Like we got in a fight every day. But we got in a fight like as the ball's dropping.
Yeah.
And I put my phone up like somewhere to record all of us. The video is crazy.
You still have it?
Yes, the video's crazy. Okay, it's Christina and Big Jeans who were dating at the time next to us, like all lovey-dovey and whatever, and then like all the other couples are around us and everyone's like cuddling and counting down from 10 and whatever, and I'm standing there with a straight face and miserable as fuck. And like we kiss when the ball drops for like 1 second, and then you just see me like roll my eyes and grab my phone and go fuck this. And I was so mad. And then we're walking home from the party and I was like, can we redo our kiss like and have like a romantic moment? And he was like, ugh, I guess. And I like played me. Ew, it was so cringy. I can't even think about it.
No, it's
that's
so bad.
How I started the year.
It's so bad when because that makes me think of, do you know that video I have of when I was in, well, where was I? When I was in like Madrid with Boy, and I was
the
like,
bubble thing.
I was like blowing, we're at this cocktail bar that serves bubbles with your drink, and I was trying to be cute and record a video of me blowing bubbles. He is literally sitting in the corner like this on his phone.
Miserable. Like
just
we dated men that literally didn't like us. Like
hated us.
You
know what though? It's a canon event and you need that. I believe you need that.
Not every ex works out, but he's the only ex that like actually just did not like me.
No, I know.
Fully talked shit about me for months.
No, I say that all the time about Boy. I'm like, that man did not like me.
He hated me.
Yeah.
He hated everyone.
He hated you.
Good Lord, he hated me.
My friends.
I was a challenge.
Oh my God. No, but okay, listen, back to my POV of Lily's year.
Started off on a bad note.
started off in a rough,
literally.
no, because she was just in this like really bad relationship, and it was just like not good, and blah blah blah, whatever. And then they finally break up, and the months after the breakup, before we found out about the video, we're still pretty rough because going through a breakup, it's sad, it's angry, it's like a little bit of everything. Then the video happened.
Well, it wasn't the worst, but then the video happened.
It wasn't the worst, but still, like I could tell that you were just like happy, but then maybe you go home and cry, and like breakups are hard. So that, and then like the middle of the year, whatever, you find out about this, or not the middle of the year, whatever.
Yeah,
started
April.
whatever. Yeah, you find out about this video. It's like a whole thing. You have to get over it, whatever. And then I feel like the summer, you really took a shift.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then the summer and then till the end of the year, you were like pretty good, but still you had some ups and downs in like dating, but who the fuck doesn't?
Yeah.
Like, it just felt like the second half of the year was you navigating dating again, because honestly, between, her first boyfriend and work bae, you weren't truly single.
No.
So the last time you were like single and really dating and out there, you were like not even in your 20s yet.
No, I was like 18,
So
19.
so navigating it when you're in your mid 20s is completely different. Anyways, that's my POV.
Yeah, no, second half of this year was actually great, to be honest. Like I think I kind of said that last episode, like after London. After London and Copenhagen, my year like really took a turn, because I just like decided like, I really felt like I was able to let go of what had happened. I like on that trip, like it was like a solo trip, and I like had a moment where I just like really let it go and really felt the weight of it kind of like disintegrate. And then I was able to like tell the story, take it back, make it funny, tell it on the internet for everyone to hear. And really anyone that would ever listen, I was telling everybody. So
it's a great story. Anybody that would listen to me talk about Lily's breakup.
It was a good
story.
But yeah, it's definitely a year of like personal challenges. And I was actually talking to my mom yesterday on the phone about the new year and like what my goals are for next year and stuff. Cause I feel like it's been such like short-term goals for me the last 2 years. It's been very much like getting through this toxic relationship and then like surviving like with work and financially and stuff. It's been like very much like survival mode and like getting through like a month at a time.
Yeah.
But now I'm like a little more settled. Like I've had a lot of time to myself, and like work is fine. Like I kind of have my shit together now in that regard. And I feel like next year, so like this year was very much about like personal challenges and like, figuring out like my love life and like whatever. Next year, I want it to be more of a career focused year and just more of like a long-term goal focused year. You know what I mean? Like I have a great job and I have Gin and Toxic and like great, like that's good. But then I kind of want to circle back, because like recently when people have been asking me like, oh, you work at an agency, like what do you want to do with that? Like what do you see? I used to have such clear answers for those things. And somewhere along the lines, I just kind of like, I'm like, I don't really know anymore. Like I love what I do. Do I want to do it forever? I don't know. So I kind of feel like I need to circle back to like my long-term goals and start working towards them again. So that's 2025, hopefully for me.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So, yeah.
Pumped.
Yeah. But it's kind of been the opposite for you.
It's been totally opposite.
Yeah.
So it's like your 2024 consisted of, just like emotional goals more so, and getting over things emotionally. And then next year you want to do more with your career. For me, I feel like I did more of the emotional stuff in the love department and whatever in 2023, and 2024 has been my career year. Because beginning of this year, I was still going to school for life coaching, and I got my certification in like April, I believe. And, after that was kind of just everything started to kind of fall into place with what I wanted to do. And even then I've been doing a lot of reflecting of like where I want to go and what I want to do in 2025. And I want to continue doing my life coaching, obviously. No shit. Like I got the certification. I love doing it. And I really found like a niche and like a passion in that. And I love like connecting with my clients. And it's just been really, really great. But there are other things that I would love to focus on in 2025, which I'll get to in a sec. But yeah, I think 2023 was a really slow year in terms of career for me because of all the emotional stuff I had been going through. Yeah. I was in like my first narcissistic relationship that year, or the beginning of the year, got out of that. And then the rest of my 2023 was just kind of about literally just about chilling.
No, yeah, sometimes
and coming
too, like
down from something
once
like
you're
that.
out of it, you almost have to like I've been out of all the emotional stuff for months now, but it's like I've had to like recalibrate a little bit
Yeah.
and also like focus on like my personal mental health. I've gotten into like fitness again. So it's like you don't just automatically get back into
It was like I got out of that relationship in June of 2023, and then by like August, September of 2023, I started to get like more of a little bit more of an idea of like what I really wanted to do and what I like where I wanted to go in my life, just in a lot of different aspects. And then 2024 was the year that like I implemented them. And even then it was still a year of like, now I'm realizing coming up in the end of the year, like things I would like to like adjust. And so, even with, so long story short, 2024 has been like a very career-based year for me. I feel like my emotions this year have been pretty chill. Like I was dating Big Jeans for like a while, but then like, you know, until whenever we broke up, early September we broke up. But even then, like there was nothing wrong in that relationship. It was just like kind of like,
you weren't like an emotional mess.
It was like I had some frustrations here and there because
it wasn't
like I felt
drama.
like it wasn't not at all. And then when we broke up, it was very drama free. It was kind of just like, like you're not my person, but like I wish you the best. And it kind of just ended like on a very mellow note. It was like whatever. So there wasn't any like blowout things for me emotionally. But I do find coming up in the end of the year, I'm really thinking about my year, that something I've really had to learn to get better at this year that I really want to lock into in 2025 is time management. It's my number one thing because Lily knows I've been on this endless crash out cycle because I feel like
it does always come back to time management.
It comes back to time management because it's like I will be coaching and I will be so drained from a day of coaching that I can't really work on anything else. And then I will, because of that, other things will be put behind. It's just kind of like things are getting left out in the dust. I'm doing things at the last minute. I feel like I'm constantly playing catch up. So I want to get like better at that. And the thing is that I know in my brain how I'm going to do it. I just need to implement it in the new year. Also in the new year, something I really want to focus on is, aside from continuing to focus on my life coaching career, continuing to focus on the podcast, obviously, but last year at the beginning of the year, I said I was going to start doing long form content again on YouTube. And then I did it for like 2-3 months maybe. And then I completely stopped.
Well, personal content is the easiest thing to do last. Like I'm right there with you because it's like the podcast comes first and then like your career and like whatever. It's like the one thing that always would get pushed to the side is that.
Yeah, exactly. And I just like had to have a long reality check conversation with my life coach where she was like, Christina, if you want to make it a priority, you're gonna make it a priority. Like if you're making the podcast a priority and everything on top of all the other things you're doing, like you could make this a priority and find the time for it, but then also be able to balance out and do things that you love. I feel like 2023, I was doing so much of what I loved and just like hobbies and fun things all the time. And then 2024, I started doing like not really any of them. Yeah. And then next year, I'm like, I need to find the balance of the two. Like I can't just like work myself to death every single day.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's kind of like that. So yeah, I mean, in the new year, I would love to go back to, I decided in the new year, I just want to go back to long form content for my personal stuff, period, and not focus on short form. Like I ended up realizing one thing that I have really come to a reality with over the past few months, especially, is that although short form content is how people kind of grow quick and do all that, my roots are in YouTube, and I do not get serotonin satisfaction, whatever it is, by creating a short form video and uploading it. I just don't. I get the rush and the excitement from uploading a YouTube video.
Fair.
So that's why I'm like, that's what I would like to do. And, you know, obviously the short form stuff, if I implement it in between, like, you know, whoop-de-doo. But I get more of a thrill when I edit a YouTube vlog. So I'm like, I would like to do that again. I don't know where else to go with this. Long story short, I just think this year was like a really big career year for me, of kind of just figuring out my career shit and just kind of chilling and working a lot. It's like I took
year too. I feel like for us,
big
just like
friend
a lot
year.
of good quality time. Like I mean, obviously because I feel like you didn't go through a lot this year, but like, you know, you were really honing down on your career. You went through a breakup and like we like left that friend group of our exes and whatever. And I feel like we've just gotten very, very close this year. Obviously, me and Christina have always been close.
Yeah.
But we've been especially close this year because we're like very much on the same page. And then we just really connected with a few newer people like Fabrizio and Avery, and like, yeah, I just feel like we've been very focused on quality time with friends too, which is super nice.
I have spent so much time with my friends this year and just like really getting like, I mean, I've always like loved like being with my friends and everything, but
really this, even like Jeff and Dakota, like
we
spent a lot of great time with them this summer. Like, yeah, it's been great. So
so friendships, I guess is like a really big theme. Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, in 2025, like, obviously I would love, 2025 is actually going to be a weird one for me. It's going to be a good one, but a weird one, because I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be in Europe. I'll be in Italy for a while, and that is just trying not to plan things while I'm there. I just want I want life to happen as it does, and whatever ups and downs it brings me, then bring it on.
Oh, did you see the TikTok I sent you of Austria the other day, Salzburg, Austria.
Which my friend Lavanina right now is living in Austria, and she's going to be there while I'm there.
Me and her are very much mutuals now and comment on all each other's.
Really?
I love her.
I talked to her and she was like, you should come visit me while you're in Italy. So I was going to anyways.
No, I want to go because I love the Alps in general, and I've never been to Austria, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks amazing.
Yeah, well,
it's going to be so hard to pick where to go.
When I went to Bolzano used to be part of Austria.
Right.
And it's in the Dolomites.
Right. So pretty.
So it was a lot of like that influence there, and it was like gorgeous.
So pretty. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's going to be so hard to pick
where to go. But so I'm going to be like, I don't know. I feel like 2025, what I'm predicting, is going to just be a big self-exploration year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like it'll be kind of the same vibes for me, to be honest. Yeah. Do you look at like when it comes to like doing YouTube and like your long form content, do you look at that like it's work, or is it somewhat a hobby as well for you?
Depends.
Yeah, because like I want to get back into content and stuff, and I've been thinking about it, and I feel like where I go wrong sometimes is treating it so much like work. Like I feel like I just need to have more fun with it and treat it like a hobby, and then I won't.
The filming of it is hobby.
Yeah,
I love filming,
and then the editing and like
the editing of it. Like I kind of dread the editing, but then once I get into the editing, I get really excited about it.
Yeah.
And when I see the final product, I'm always really proud of it. And that's why I'm like, it's not a job. And that's why, like, if it was a job, I would have been doing long form against my fucking will all this time. But that's why I was like, my ethos with YouTube is that I started YouTube as a 12-year-old little girl that was doing it for funsies and just having a lot of fun with it. And I always said that the second it didn't become fun anymore, I would stop. And I did.
Yeah.
2 years ago, it did not become fun anymore. It felt like a chore. I stopped. I took 2 years off. This year, I put out a few videos here and there because it felt fun for me. And now I'm realizing, like, I do miss it. I miss long form content. It's what I'm good at. And I realize now when people ask me what my hobbies are, I do really like filming those kinds of videos and like editing those, because once I do lock into the editing, I get excited about them. Right. So it's a little bit like, obviously it's like partially a job because, if you're going to do it consistently, then it's going to feel like a job.
Yeah.
But it's, it's not a 9 to 5.
Right.
It's like, I get to film my like fun, stupid shit on my day to day and edit my fun, stupid shit and see it come to life. So
maybe playing around with like topics too that feel like a hobby, like for you could do like foodie focus videos or
I just had this conversation yesterday with Charlie because he was asking me about this. I think what I would like to do in terms of the long form in the new year is continue doing vlog style stuff as I do, but make it more kind of half vlog style, half just chatty about like life coachy sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of depends.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun, like if I did like a day vlog or something, like say I'm vlogging my entire day and then at nighttime I'm getting ready to go on a date, that it's like, oh, get ready for me to go on a date while I talk to you about, like signs that he's into you or, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would love to maybe do that and kind of play around with it. But I'm really not like, my thing with YouTube is I've always just like
gone with the flow,
done it and just figured out what worked and what didn't work. And also not only it's not only what works and what doesn't work, like, with like the algorithm, but also what works and what doesn't work for me. Like what do I feel most passionate about putting out? Right. Because if I'm passionate about it, I'll be able to put a lot more of it out. So yeah, it's kind of
now that we have this studio, I am going to try to I had like someone that would shoot my content for me that I would meet up with once a week, but she's not able to anymore. But I want to find someone new and come here.
Yeah.
Literally, I used to rent studios on Peerspace with her all the time. I'm like, I literally have a full-on studio now.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse. And I have 8 billion freaking articles of clothing that I should shoot. So
no, literally. Yeah, get into your fashionista stuff, queen.
I know. Because, like, even just getting, like, PR here and there and, like, one brand deal a month for me is, like, great extra money and just, like, extra things going on. It's, like, good for your personal brand. So I'm like, all right, let's get back at it, baby.
Yeah,
like,
no, totally. It'll be good, and it'll be, as long as it's soul fulfilling for you. See, that's the thing.
it is. Like, I really enjoy it.
That's the thing. That's why I was like, oh, I don't want to be a content creator anymore, because short form is in, and I do not feel soulful when I upload short form content.
Yeah.
I feel soulful when I upload a long form video that I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
So
You know what I don't really love is, I've been trying to figure that out too, because whenever like I do like some fashion content and stuff, and I used to a lot more, like I don't like just like, I like doing photos of it and stuff, but for video, I don't like just like the style this skirt 10 different ways and like those kind of videos. I would love to do more like walking around New York, like filming them like kind of more cinematically, but it is still about the outfit. Like I think that'd be more inspiring for me. But like, yeah, whenever they're just like on the white wall, it's like,
yeah, then that's not your style.
Yeah, exactly.
You figure out what works for you, and the only way that you do that is just by fucking doing.
Yep, exactly.
Like, you know, that's the only way you'll figure it out. That's why I'm like, right now I'm saying like, oh, I kind of want to do vlog style with a mix of coaching stuff. I could do that, you know, for like 3 videos and then be like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like,
also when you're
whatever.
abroad, that'll be really great for inspiration and things.
I feel I feel like it's definitely gonna give me a little bit more of a creative kick. I feel like I shoot
so much content when I travel. Like
same. I feel like this year I just haven't been stimulated creatively.
Yeah.
You know, with the podcast a little bit, but you know, I just in general, I feel like my creativity is like,
because you felt overwhelmed and that there's nothing that's gonna like.
There's nothing worse.
Kill it. Yeah.
You know, when you're in the industry like me for a decade, you face burnout only a million times before you just are like, put your hands up.
Yeah. Right.
That's why none of your favorite creators are doing content anymore.
Seriously.
Sorry to.
It's hard to be that creative, like just to stay that creative all the time. It really is hard.
Yeah, no, but whatever. I found that my creativity lies in me being me.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like for the longest time I really struggled with like feeling like I had a lack of creativity. Like I wasn't creative in my, you know, in my videos or me, like I don't understand, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then I had like a really deep, long talk with my life coach, and we kind of came down to, she was like, for you, being creative is just being you and talking about your life and stupid shit and making a video out of it. Yeah. I think people get very in their heads about creativity having to be this artistic means, and they have to do this or that or whatever. Or if they have these crazy ideas of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, for like a series or these beautiful edits. And it's like, no, you don't need any of that.
They're like, I really need to get my creativity up. And I'm like, that's just not me. My creativity and my content has always just come from like my storytelling. Yeah. And, you know, just being a fucking yapper, basically.
Yeah. That is your shtick.
So, yeah, that's exactly the thing. It's like, I don't like like you said, my shtick is just me talking about stupid shit, whatever the fuck I feel like. Yeah. You know? So that's what I ended up realizing, like when I'm like, okay, when I say I need to lean more into my creativity, it's more of like, I know I'm a funny person with like good stories and good storytelling, like a good storytelling personality, and I just need to be able to film it and post it. Yeah. That's like essentially what it comes down into. But yeah. All right. Well, that's our year roundup.
Tea.
I know it wasn't like the most thrilling probably for you guys, but whatever. Maybe next time we'll have some. Next episode we record, I would have been on a date again with the Mayor Greenpoint. Maybe a second date with Pumpkin. And maybe we'll have wait.
My
Boat
God.
Boy, did you guys book anything yet?
No, he's not back yet, but when he is, oh my God. But do you remember though I told you about my tattoo artist from home?
Yes.
Okay, I got the craziest message from him yesterday. Okay, this is a weird one, guys. Like when you're single for a while, all of a sudden like men start coming out of nowhere. Like people that you've known for so long and you're like, what?
Like, what the hell?
My tattoo artist from my hometown I met him on the day of my 18th birthday. I got my first tattoo, and then I've gotten like 10 tattoos from him. Like,
Yeah.
I love him, nice guy, married with kids as far as I knew, like whatever.
Right.
Randomly hits me up recently asking me to go on a date when I'm in my hometown next. And he was like, it's totally fine if not. Like, he was really nice about it, whatever. And I was like, sure, why not? Like,
Yeah.
my bad. I thought you were married with kids. I guess I got a divorce. He has to be like in his late 30s, I think. He sent me this. I was laughing so hard. He said like, hey, if you're still able to come out, this is so wholesome, but like it's like, this is a difference between me normally dating like a 26-year-old versus like someone that's
like
probably
a mature man.
Like, yeah, like he might even be like 40. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
He said, I found some things that might be cool to check out. Sends me like, on the 27th, there's this, and this going on. On the 28th, there's this, and this. Like this whole thing. There's an ugly Christmas sweater party at this bar on the 21st.
Wait, I'm dead. That's
I was
so
like,
cute.
No,
though.
it was really thoughtful. And he was like, but it's fine if you just want to get like a random beer somewhere too. Like, I'm like, you're overthinking this. So
oh my
much.
God.
Like,
well, he's been out of the dating game for so long.
Yeah,
and if
for
he's
sure.
Older too, you know?
And like, I've known him for 7 years. And like, I had no idea it was just always like a very casual relationship.
Yeah.
He was my fucking tattoo artist. Like,
that is so
I don't even
fucking
know how
funny.
that just came up.
Oh my
but
God, what
yeah.
a king.
But yeah, I'll probably have a few dates under my belt by next episode.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. A hometown date? That's crazy.
So I kind of just don't want to go just because I'm like, I know it's just going to kind of be a waste of time.
Yeah.
Like I like the guy and like, I'm sure we'd have a great time, but I'm only home for a week. I need to be with my family and like my friends.
Yeah.
So I kind of told him, I was like, yeah, I'm still super down, but I might message him and be like, oh, looking a little busy.
Yeah. I mean, just
we'll
see
see
when
if I
you
get
home.
bored or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But anywho, let's wrap up. Enough. We've been recording for like 2.5 hours recently, and I'm so glad that this episode is probably going to be just about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Anyways, toxic confession. Now, here's the thing. I was looking for a toxic confession. By the way, guys, please send your toxic confessions to us at Gin Toxic Podcast on Instagram. We need more. Today's is going to be really... Oh, sorry. I read the girl's message before this and I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, today's going to be really short. It's literally one line and it's like, it's just like, it just kind of made me giggle. Like, that's all. I just said Lily, I was like, you know what? This is going to make you giggle. It's one line. That's it. Okay. All it says is, I flirt with random men so my family does not suspect I'm a lesbian.
Oh,
I feel like that's kind of funny.
really smart.
It's smart.
There you go.
So I guess like maybe I don't know if this girl has a roughish like her family like doesn't
It's
like
giving homophobic.
yeah her
family.
family's homophobic or something, but kind of funny.
That's good.
I just read it and I was just like, that's funny.
That's good
I
shit.
feel like we need to share it.
You know that trend that's like we listen and we don't judge?
Yeah.
I saw a girl do it with her parents and the dad goes, we listen and we don't judge. I want to make way more lesbian jokes than I do, but I don't because the daughter was like clearly lesbian and she was like, cool. Okay. Like, cool, whatever.
That'd be so funny if we did an episode called We Listen and We Don't Judge and we should do that.
Yeah,
Oh my
we
God.
should.
In the new year.
I'm sick of your drama.
Started off with a bang in the new year.
Yeah, and just come for each other's
We
necks.
listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
Could be funny. Could get violent.
Could get violent. Could get spicy.
Could get
No.
Anyhow, thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Ew.
Oh my God. I should be an ASMR girl.
Yeah.
ASMR porn.
That'd be crazy. We do have these fuck ass mics.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
ASMR porn.
Make sure to go follow us at
Ew.
Gin Toxic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And DM us your toxic confessions. Enough. Okay. That was, I didn't like the tension there. Oh, I feel icky now. Anyways, follow us at Gin Toxic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes.
Make sure to go follow me at Beauty Chickie on fucking every platform ever.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Follow Lily on Instagram, Lily Stewart with 2 Y's. Follow Lily on TikTok, Lily Stewart with 4 T's. Follow Lily on Twitter, Lily Stewart with 2 T's.
That was hot.
Yeah!
That was hot. No one gets me like you do.
I got it.
Damn, bitch.
Enough.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. I'm going to make cards because recently Ryan, this is reminding me because you just have all my social media platforms. Ryan was at a bar recently and there was a guy there that was like my type. She's like, what do we do in these scenarios when like, hey, I have a friend, like I'm not hitting on you, I swear I have a friend. So I'm going to make business cards called like my hot, perfect redhead friend is single. And it's going to have all my platforms
That's so
and
funny.
the QR codes and just like for all of you guys to hand out.
Just literally it should just be a photo of your face, say my hot red friend, my hot redhead friend is single with a QR code. No social handles on it, and it should go to your link tree.
Yeah, perfect.
Just a photo of your face on one half and the other half is just a QR and it just says my hot redhead friend is single. Scan to learn more.
I'm so doing this. Challenge
Scan to
accepted.
learn
It'd be so
more.
good. Like
You could even, I bet you could buy the domain like my hot redhead friend.
probably some porn site.
Oh my God. I'm literally looking at, because if it's available, I bet you could buy it for like $2.
You're mine.
My hot redhead friend.com. It's available.
Done.
Go daddy. Let's see. My hot redhead friend.com.
Buy it for me.
My hot
That's what I want for
redhead
Christmas.
friend. Oh, not my whore? No. My hot redhead friend. Man, you could buy that shit for a penny right here.
You're joking. Consider it fucking done. Christina, that's what I want for Christmas.
Oh, but it's wait, you could buy it for a penny for the first year only with a 3-year term. But after that, it's going to be like $20 a year.
No problem.
Done.
Done.
I love
be
buying
married,
websites.
Shirley. I know you do.
I buy a website for everything. You know that you could go, my main website for my coaching is ChristinaHarrisLifeCoach.com. But if you also go to Christina Harris Life Coaching or Christina Harris Life Coach, so the main website is ChristinaHarrisLifeCoach.com. But if you go to ChristinaHarrisLifeCoaching.com or ChristinaHarrisCoaching.com, it will still bring you to my website because I just bought all 3.
Tea.
Yeah,
Smart.
exactly.
I'm so buying that.
I love a domain. Dude, I will tell you how to do everything. I'll tell you how to set the website up. It takes 2 seconds. It's so much easier than people think. And it's such a funny thing to do.
Yeah, I made my mom a website.
Yeah. Just
time.
PSA to everybody, just start buying domains for fun.
I dare you. Like,
That's going to be my 2025 hobby.
start buying domains.
Andrea,
I'll be commenting on TikTok.
literally my life coach is going to be like, so did you take into consideration what we said the other week about like getting like some new hobbies? And I said, yes. She's going to say what? I'm going to say buying domains.
Buying domains.
Buying weird domain.
Yeah.
Domain names.
And making people grovel if they want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should start buying people's names and then DMing it to them on Instagram. Upsell it. Make a business.
Side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Enough.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.